We believe you can grow to be a millionaire in all six aspects of health. That's right. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and noon Atlantic Standard Time, we share tips to improve your physical, intellectual, spiritual, mental, obviously your financial, but also your social health. Today's episode, we are focusing on how to improve your social health by meeting new people. Oh, I could get into we'll get into it, but it's going to be a great topic. If you have never seen Millionaires Are Made, this is the show built on the fundamental beliefs that every person you meet knows something you don't, and there's something to be learned from everyone in this big, beautiful world. We are on a mission to teach the world how to grow into the healthiest, happiest millionaires in all six aspects of health. That's right. So we went out and got three awesome guests to share three awesome tips on how to improve your social health by meeting new people. In the spirit of authenticity, to remove as much bias as possible, we do not talk about tips or advice before the show starts. So when our guests share their knowledge with you live on air, it will be our first time hearing it as well. Audience and viewers, if you are watching this show right now, please know that this is an interactive show. We love your comments and questions, and we actually ask and respond to them live on air. And at this moment, we are going to shout out some of our followers because this is how the world works nowadays. If you want to be shouted out, all you got to do is click that follow button. Facebook, Chris Golding, you're amazing. Instagram, Happiness Club, you are happy. TikTok, Restless Gemini, hopefully we can help you grow with that. And YouTube, Jay Hugh, you guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for following us. Dun, 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 dun. Next, we need your help. We're always looking for guests and topics. At some point, everybody in the world needs to be on the show to share their knowledge. So we got a lot of work to do and could use your help. We're dropping the link right now. Please sign up as a guest. Please refer anyone you know that wants to be a guest. It's super simple, super easy. Anybody can do it. All you need is one tiny piece of advice to share with the world. And also topics. If you have a topic that interests you or a topic you want to be a guest on or a topic that you're struggling with and you don't quite understand, let us know. You can comment that right now, or you can go to our link and our website and send us a message, and we will go out and find three awesome guests to give you three tips on that topic. If you like what we do, we love giving out free advice, free info. Make sure you help us out. Send some stars or share us or like us. Subscribe if you're on YouTube or Twitch or anywhere. And if you like it even more, I do also have free growth sessions where I can talk to you one-on-one and see if I can help you grow. That link's being dropped right now, growwithaustin.com. And one last thing, merchandise. If you want our shirts, they're awesome. Wear them around. Nothing starts awesome conversations with great people than my growth shirt or any of the other ones that we have. And before we bring out our first guest, we do have to shout out our sponsors. Thank you so much for sponsoring. If you want to sponsor, we also love that link, millionairesaremade.com. So shout out to Sarah Jones. Sarah used to be buried in debt in a failing marriage, hired one of the big debt help programs. It sucked. So she wiped it all out, went and studied, and now her and her husband spend their life traveling in like a 450-foot RV caravan around the U.S. as financial coaches. And Sarah helps guide couples, individuals, and small businesses to build fun, healthy money habits so that you can get your finances in order. If you are even a tiny bit off on your finances, go shoot her a message right now and see what she has to help you. Next sponsor is for those that love to buy and sell businesses more than they love their own life. Biz Buy Right is a matchmaking service that finds cash flowing deals, vets them with AI wizardry, and connects buyers and sellers faster than you can say due diligence. Go check them out right now so your wallet will thank you. Next, we have one of our favorites, Brian Parana, who is a husband, father of four, a full-time job in itself with his wife, and a founder of the Call to Rise, which is a program for busy men to reclaim their health, energy, and confidence through very simple, sustainable systems that fit real life. Brian's a whiz at making life better very simply. And our final sponsor for this episode is another Brian Wright, who is a master podcaster, publisher. If you're trying to write a book, you need to message him right now. And if you're trying to get your brand in front of high-level entrepreneurs and personal growth leaders, reach out to Brian. He owns the Ultimate Achievers magazine, where industry icons meet a content-first audience. They are super awesome. Go check all of them out so we can keep doing this show. Yippee-ki-yay. And that means we are now officially ready to bring our first guest out, who is Jesse, mediocre at best, Lewis. Jesse, tell us, who are you?
I'm a comedy hypnotist, Austin. I've performed across Canada, other places as well, and I'm here to help people. That's it. How can I help you? How can I help our guests?
Well, I've got a question. Let's see this. Today's age is probably tougher than ever to actually meet people and have more friends. If I wanted to improve my social health by meeting new people, what piece of advice would you give me?
Well, Austin, my piece of advice is to meet people that are actually different than you. Because if you're just meeting the same homogenous group of people, you do not learn, you do not expand, and you basically get stuck in this microcosm and eventually do stupid things because you think you're right and no one else's opinion is valid, which is a really, sorry for swearing, everybody, that's a really shitty way to look at the world.
Man, we're going to have to clip that. I just yesterday did a little post, a little social experiment about how people are so divided on the internet when you go out and meet people in real life. I mean, most people just don't even give a shit who you voted for in the real world. So I made a post. It was like, get off the internet and go meet a MAGA person or a Burn person or far left, far right. It's like, you probably ain't got that much different. And then, of course, the keyboard warriors.
I did an experiment yesterday, too. So
did you?
I'll tell you about my experiment. Yes. So in Canada, we have residential schools. So this is the schools that we sent First Nations or Indigenous, or for the Americans, Indian people. We sent them to these schools. And in these schools, the government treated them really horribly. They took their language. They wouldn't let them speak like Cree or Soto or anything like that. They raped the kids. The kids that were part of it, you might have to clip this off YouTube too, but it's the truth. They would like bury people in mass graves. It's one of the biggest tragedies in Canada. And I made a post just saying, hey, let's all work together to actually support this. And a bunch of dicks came on my TikTok and said, well, why do we have to support this and we don't support this and this and this? Supporting one thing does not take away from supporting another thing. Like, people are screwed. Anyway, love you. Off my rant. How's everybody doing today?
Yep. And that just proves more people need to get off the fucking internet and go live in the real world. Thank you, Jimbo. Fantastic. In Canada, they have the right. Jesus Christ. I don't know.
Actually, Jimbo, one of my friends actually did this. He had severe issues medically, and he did not want to live anymore. So he went to the hospital, and they gave him some shots, and he died peacefully in the hospital. Now, he said he wasn't contributing to society anymore. He didn't feel good about himself medically or physically. So why not give people that right? Is there a reason to not give people that right?
Well, right now the reason is we're going to focus on meeting new people and social health, and we can talk about that in another episode. Jesse, where on your life journey did you learn that advice?
So I actually learned this advice when I worked at A&W. I had 3 employees come, Gurpreet and Buddha and PK and Mark too. And they were all from different cultures. And up until that point in Saskatchewan, we didn't have a lot of cultural intertwining in my community, if that makes sense. I lived in a very small place. And the things I learned from them is pretty simple, is that they're people too. You know, you don't get to understand somebody else's opinions, understand somebody else's values until you actually talk to them. And, you know, I think about the whole idea that I'm against this or I'm against that. I'm generally not against anything as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. And neither are most people. Most people just want to live their lives and not have other people hurt them. And I think the world could really use that lesson, is that nobody actually wants to hurt anybody else other than governments and some religions. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was like my social experiment. I mean, you have the far right scared of me. It was just like, dude, get off the fucking keyboard and go to the local fucking grocery store. Go to a gym. You're gonna meet far righters and far lefters, and you probably won't even fucking know it. You probably do this every day, and you just don't even know it. You just wander around life, and then you get on your little keyboard and you go hunt down the people that disagree and tell them they're wrong. It's fucking annoying. All right. Well, we're going to move on to our next guest. Mike, shout out. Apparently, he still wants to note that Jesse made me put my hand in my pants. And was that when I pulled the stick out of my ass? I don't
Yep.
remember.
Yep. That's a fantastic episode. That's got some of the highest hits on the channel, by the way, the little clip, or at least it did back last
Oh,
time I checked.
thanks so much, Jesse. The stick in my ass got the highest views. Great.
Hey, it's probably
All
not the first time, Austin. Just kidding.
Oh, dear God. We're moving on. We're going to bring Ina Fey out. Ina Fey, who are you?
Hi, thank you for having me here. I'm Ina Fey. I'm an easy life coach. I'm here to remind everyone that no matter how much we suffered in the past, life should be easy and joyful, and they help people to build easy life with ease.
Ina, tell me this. If I wanted to improve my social health by meeting new people, what piece of advice would you give me?
I would say that just talking to more people, increasing the amount of people that you meet. Two pieces. One is that, and second one is making sure that you feel more and more safe with yourself, by yourself. And it goes back to what Jesse was just saying about when we believe that someone is here to hurt us, that comes from within. If you believe that someone is here to hurt you, you will find people who will hurt you. If you feel that you're safe, you will see more of that, and it will help to build more connections. And it will make meeting new people much easier.
Where on your life journey did you learn that information, Ina?
The information about being safe, I don't remember. It's been years. The information about increasing amount of people who you meet, I learned about maybe 3 months ago when I moved to Florida. And I moved to a town where I did not know anyone in person here when I was moving here. So I needed to meet new people, and then I started to meet more and more. And that was my amazing therapist and another life coach that I work with. So they were like, yeah, if you just try to increase the amount, eventually you will actually run into people who you really like and who you really connect. And that will definitely improve your mental health as well. And
Yeah, I
social.
definitely support meeting as many people as possible and then easily weeding out the ones that don't fit. Awesome. Thank you for the tip, Ina. We're going to move on to our next guest, who is going by Proper T. Oh, no, T Dub. Shoot, I messed it up. Oh, Tyler, who are you? I think you're muted.
I am muted. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I am Tyler Williams. I am a chief extrovert officer because even though I'm actually an introvert, I'm one of the best networkers you'll ever meet. So yeah, I'm also for this episode a or the lead, the sustainability lead for Denver Regional Decompression, which is a event this weekend in Denver, Saturday 2 to 2. I want to invite everybody, whether you're in Denver or you just want to come through. We'd love to have you. Real easy train ride from the airport. And yeah, it's family friendly. Kids are free, but it's 21 plus after, I believe, 9 p.m. So yeah, come on down and check us out. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention, it's been a while since I've been on your show, and I wanted to congratulate you for breaking, I think it was like the top 100 in podcast.
Number
That
103
is
on Apple Podcasts.
that is
Yeah,
huge. So yeah, I wanted
especially
to,
because we don't promote on Apple at all. Literally never promote on Apple. We like log in once every 6 months. We were like, oh well, this, yeah. But yeah, no, it was really cool to have that soup there. All right, White, thank you. Your glasses are dope, apparently, Tyler. Um,
thanks.
awesome. Let's move on to the most important question we have for you. If I wanted to improve my social health by meeting new people, what piece of advice would you give me?
Yeah, I mean, I love the synergy of this episode. I think all of us are kind of on the same page. My advice would be to get involved and, you know, like go out, do the things that you like to do, and find communities, organize communities. You know, you gotta kind of
Pick a
take the
hobby and
lead
go
in your
find everyone else that likes that hobby.
yeah. Join a Facebook group, or I guess we're not doing online stuff, but there's like meetup.com.
Hey,
That's another
we can
online
still do
thing, but they have
online
like
stuff.
events.
We're just trying to get some people out of the online. Out of the online. It's
Yeah,
getting ridiculous.
in the
No
real world.
politics online anymore. That's the new rule of life. Shit. It's very different when you have to talk face to face about these things some people are saying. Um,
Yeah, for sure. On that like experiment too, and Jimbo's comment earlier. Thanks for bringing that up. Like I think right to die is important, but in the United States we have a really important thing called right to try, which was actually signed by Trump in 2017. Where if you are struggling with mental health, you can try anything that's in study for like you know pharmaceuticals, so like MDMA, psilocybin, a lot of these things that people are starting to learn about. That's an accessible way to uh, do your mental health. So yeah, I just wanted to throw
thanks for
that
mentioning
out there as
Trump so
well.
we get a bunch of controversy and tons of views. I'm kidding. But that's normally how people
Let's
do it.
go.
All right, you know what? Let's bring everyone out. Let's get this party started. We're gonna bring Jesse back out, and Ina Faye, Jesse mediocre at best. All right, guys, let's.
Wait, do I get to talk about where I learned
Yeah,
that?
go
I
ahead,
took too
Tyler.
much
Finish
time,
that up.
Tyler.
Tyler, where did you learn your advice?
I guess yeah, I don't know why I wanted to talk about it. I kind of forgot, to be honest, but like it's something that I've like known for a very long time. Like I've always been pretty smart and like people wanted to be my friend and stuff. So like I was trained to be like a leader from a very young age. So I've started so many different organizations. Both my parents were entrepreneurs too, so I've started like a lot of business, built a lot of business, and it's just incredible. Like when you have just like some kind of title behind your name, how much people want to interact with you. Even if you started skydiving club, like it's just gonna bring people into your social network, and you got to kind of navigate that. But it's a good way to meet people for sure.
True. Yeah. I mean, so for meeting new people, obviously, it's going to be easier and faster online. Facebook groups are massive, but it's going to be better and more impactful if you can translate that to in-person events, like the one you mentioned on Saturday in Denver.
Oh, I should mention too. The theme of that is Sparkle Saloon. So like, bring out your best cowfolk gear and your chaps and everything. It'll be
That
a good time.
sounds awesome. Jesse's probably is going to fly down for that. He loves
Do
he
it.
loves
Yeah,
sparkles.
it's at the Stockyards Event Center, and yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. You can find it on Facebook. It's just like Denver Regional Decompression, and yeah, we'll see you there.
That sounds fantastic.
Social health is easy if you are on weed. You
It's
always meet new
people.
people.
I don't know
All right.
about that. I don't know about that. I get pretty high quite often, and there's nobody in my backyard waiting for me. So
Good. It's good news.
Just getting high on the wrong stuff, man.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about just all substances. I mean, being drunk in public is always easy to meet people, but are they? I guess if we just want to meet as many people as Ina said, that might not be a bad idea. What are you guys' thoughts?
Well, I said that I don't drink at
Drinking.
all. I don't use
so
any
truth be told, it was a joke. It's not that I don't do that, but you know, a substance shouldn't be what gets you out there. It shouldn't be what allows you to talk to people. You're a human. You shouldn't be afraid to interact with other humans, and that's a huge issue these days. I'm sure you deal with anxiety for meeting people with your hypnotherapy, right? So yeah, it's really, you shouldn't have to get stoned or get drunk to meet people. Just that plain and simple. It can help. Like some of my lifelong friends are from when I was a teenager doing stupid things, and I'm sure it's the same for you guys, right? But it's easy to meet people. Damn it. Sorry. A lot of comments.
I
Comment section's going hard right now.
I'm glad I can't see it. But what's up, chat? As far as like substances go for like social, I agree that it shouldn't be like your crutch. But I think it can be a tool. Let's say you're a huge fan of Coca-Cola. You know, there's other big fans of Coca-Cola out there that you can meet. You know, even though it's not the healthiest thing, it is definitely a like passion or value. It could be. I don't want to say like make your whole personality getting high, but you know, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, there's probably a meetup for it.
Yeah, so let's try to delve into this just a tiny bit. Meeting new people, right? We've been on a lot of tangents. Thank you, viewers. We love it. We love your chats. Let's try to hone this down. All right, so meeting new people. We got tips on how to do it, etc., etc. A great way is Facebook groups. Type in your keyword and your location. You know, if it's Alabama Coke sign collectors, great. Go meet other ones that share that. Or you know, like Tyler said, there's meetups, which is also online, and so a lot of stuff this day and age probably will start online, or at least the advertisements for the events will be online and meeting the peoples in person. But I guess it all starts with knowing what you want and like. So knowing your values or your interests, and then trying to find the others that connect with that. Um, Comment on that. I'm going to be busy for a little bit.
I think a part of it is that you have to be open to those things from other people as well. Like, you have to be able to say, yeah, that person's different than me, and I will respect their opinions no matter what they are. Right? And maybe you don't hit it off with that person. Maybe that person is a complete bag of chickens, but you got to let yourself go and get yourself out there to actually meet those people. Ina's got a thought. I can tell.
No, I do not think that. All good. And there was something that. So sometimes meeting people doesn't have to have a topic, or you don't have to feel that aligned with yourself. It puts so much judgment, like, oh, I'm not there yet. I didn't have something figured out. I'm not enough. So letting all of that go. And then I had one time where when I couldn't find really groups that would resonate with me on my location, and I again talked to my coach about that and got an advice of like, hey, why don't you start one? So I just randomly started to post in local Facebook group with no agenda, like, hey, we don't have a topic, but come on, neighbors, let's get together, have coffee and meet each other. And it would be sometime like 15 people from 8 different towns nearby coming to just meet each other. So that was awesome.
That is cool. I definitely want to like I guess comment about like the online stuff. because like it is a great way to meet people from all over the world. You know, like the internet and especially like Facebook was started with the idea of like connecting people, and that's great. But like we see a lot of like division in like social media and even platforms like YouTube. Um, but I think all of that stuff, like there's an analog version,
Yeah.
it's they're just like taking it into the digital space. You can go to a coffee shop and they're going to have flyers for events. You can
Yes.
go
Great
to
call.
a venue and they're going to have flyers. You can go to the grocery store and just hang out and eat lunch and sit with somebody, ask if you can sit with somebody that looks interesting. There's
There's
lots of ways to
if you
connect.
look at it, there's for centuries now, there's been things called service clubs, and we have them everywhere, and they're literally about making friendships. Uh, like if you look at up here, we have the Kinsmen and Kinettes. They meet every month, and there's 20 people that go to these meetings, and it's just a bunch of dudes sitting around having coffee, but they're talking about their community and they're doing good things for their community. In the U.S., you've got the Elks, the Lions, all those clubs, and the beauty of it is that the old guard is starting to die off in those clubs. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it used to be just a bunch of 50 to 70-year-old men sitting around, and now the 30 and 40
White
year
men.
olds are coming in to those clubs to do it. Austin's being attacked.
It's hot out, man. It's hot down here.
I thought it was a bird.
No, I was just looking at where that sun is. It's killing me. So I love that you brought that up, Tyler. I mean, I feel like that sounds like a challenge, just to go into a coffee shop, or libraries are good for this. Or I mean, most small businesses, juice shops, where they have those boards and they
Sandwich.
have events, or they even have like music lessons and all those little tabs. Man, I'm trying to think. I have that on this island. I think there's a couple places, but that'd be a fun challenge. Just every day, you have to pick something off a board and go do it that day. That'd be freaking a cool way to
Ooh,
do things.
I like that. Grocery stores are really like not all of them, but a lot of them have like a community board, usually close to like the bathrooms or the like clearance section or like the food areas, or the like eating food. Like the whole grocery store is a food area, but um, like the deli, kind of sit down, order something to eat there, sort of
Do
places.
so. We have a comment about the gym. Do the gym? I think even gyms sometimes have those clipboards where you can pull things.
Yep. Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're a gym bro or a gym rat, maybe that's a good spot to go meet new people. But I mean, I feel like I
Even if
love that
you're
you brought
not,
that.
exercise is super healthy and like helps get the social fluids going.
Get that hope molecule and make you want to go meet some people.
The
Yeah.
cannabinoids, the endocannabinoids.
So here's our timeline. If you want to meet new people and improve your social health, first you got to know what you're interested in. You got to know yourself a little bit. If you like mediocre at best Jesse, then and you like comedy and hypnosis, then real life you can find that, but you can also find it online, or maybe you Google search, some hypnotist group nearby, and then you go to the event. That's an awesome way to do it. And if you're not sure, or maybe you want to try something new, go to a library or a gym or a coffee shop and yank one of those random things and show up and do it.
I actually have a huge piece
Yeah.
of information
All right.
here. I just remember that I had clients coming one after another with the same problem, that they cannot meet new people. They have struggled to exactly make new friends. And we were addressing that from like your inner state perspective. Like if you're trying to meet new people to get their energy to you, it's not going to work. And if you are happy with
Fascinating.
yourself and you're here to share your energy, people will want to do whatever it is with you. So like working on yourself daily, that would also be super helpful, like the most helpful, I would say.
I love it. All right, we got one last question, and we're gonna wrap up this highly, highly entertaining episode. Jesse, how many Cokes do you usually drink in a day to meet new people?
I actually haven't had Coke in about 3 weeks because I'm fat.
So no new friends.
No. Do
Because
you
I'm
meet anyone?
fat. Jesse will be watching all of our physical health episodes coming up, just in case you're curious.
I'm
Silver Fox, there you are.
I'm 30 pounds overweight,
He's on the path.
so the Coke got cut. Uh,
A good testament that you don't even need Coke to meet people.
no,
All right, guys. So let's move on to my favorite part of the show, our daily challenge. We need to come up with a task that takes less than 5 minutes a day, costs $0, is available to everyone in the world, that helps us improve our social health by meeting new people. Thoughts?
Well, one is to just say hi to more people who you meet in person. Another one that can
Okay.
take
I
few
like that.
seconds is to just pause literally for a few seconds, take a breath in and out, and feel how, I would say, relaxed or safe or both you actually feel today. So that doesn't take much time, because other than that, everything will take much longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I definitely like that because I think that like kind of coincides with the, ripping off the um like lessons tab or going and like finding events, because like that's such a good way to like get outside of yourself a little bit, right? Like we do this the inner work first, we figure out what we want to do, and then we go out and we breathe deep, and then I know you're was like meet somebody new, um and Jesse is like somebody that you might not agree with, but like find something about somebody else there, even if you're just at the grocery store, like, hey, I like your shirt, a compliment, and like just introducing yourself. I'm Tyler, like I love tie dye. I'm what's up with your tie dye? Did you make it? Like,
That's awesome. Yeah.
but maybe we could put like a number to it, so it's a little more like 5 people. So you have like a minute where you're like trying to interact with a new person and make a friend.
I think we should also every day write down an interest that we neglect.
Ooh.
Imagine how much
That's
resistance there will be. Wow. How much
Imagine what?
resistance there actually will be to that one. Because if you neglect something, this is the reason why you do that.
Well, everyone's got that, like, oh yeah, I used to play
I
the
do.
cello. I used to play pickleball. Well, yeah, I don't know. I used to love doing that as a kid or a teen or younger.
I used to wrestle.
So
wait,
yeah,
professionally?
it'd be fascinating.
Semi pro.
Me too.
Ooh. So when's the last time you guys watched or interacted with other people interested in wrestling?
I regular. I mean,
4 days ago?
yeah. I don't know. It's not as often
Okay,
as I would
so it's
like.
not
But
a neglected interest for you guys. So maybe something a little more neglected that you haven't done in a while.
I haven't wrestled somebody in a while.
I want you to mud wrestle somebody as this daily challenge. All right, so let's think of first off, we're going to say hi to 5 people. So where I'm from on this island, we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone all the time. Or sorry, not good evening, good night. So I already like say hi to literally everyone I see, and we all do that. If you live in New York City or any of those other places, now is the time that you're going to have to say hi to 5 new people every day. Hi, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever you want to do. Good evening if that's what you say. Then we're gonna think about a neglected interest and go find a group about that. So maybe it was old baseball cards and you used to collect them. Maybe you were a Pogs expert and you loved Pogs and now you forgot about it. So let's go. Worst thing you do is you join a Facebook group and you never post about Pogs. That's the worst case. Or maybe you find a new best friend and you run the Pog circuit on the Eastern U.S. Great things could happen. So that's saying hi to people, finding an interest, and finding a group. I think that alone is a good
I love
challenge.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you can't stretch out meeting 5 people into 5 minutes, then yeah, you got a little homework of getting to know yourself.
And if you don't leave your house, then I guess you're gonna have to go to one of those groups and say hi to 5 random people in a DM. We'll count that if you so desire. But ideally, you get off the internet and you go find real people. Is also a good goal. All right, guys, that's our daily challenge. Thank you, audience, for the amazing interactions. I spent most of the time responding to comments. Fascinating.
This is great.
Thank you all so much. I'm going to put you all backstage and wrap up the show.
Thank you.
Shout out. Thank you to Ina Faye,
Don't forget
Jesse
to like,
Mediocre of Beth Lewis,
comment, share,
and
subscribe.
comment, share, subscribe at TDub or Proper T. Thanks, Tyler. And thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully, you guys learned a little something about social health and meeting new people. Thank you so much for your interactions. And we will see you next week, every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and noon Atlantic